Are you preparing to take the International English Language Testing System, Ielts, speaking test? Knowing what to expect during the test can help you prepare more effectively and feel more confident on test day. In this article, we will provide a comprehensive guide on what happens in Ielts speaking test, including format, topics, scoring, and tips for success. Table of contents. 1. Introduction. 2. Ielts speaking test format. 3. Part 1, Introduction and Interview. 4. Part 2, Individual Long Turn. 5. Part 3, Two-Way Discussion. 6. Ielts Speaking Test Topics. 7. Ielts Speaking Test Scoring. 8. Tips for Success in Ielts Speaking Test. 9. Conclusion. 10. FAQs. Ielts Speaking Test Format. The Ielts speaking test is a face-to-face interview with a certified Ielts examiner. The test usually lasts for around 11 to 14 minutes and is divided into 3 parts: introduction and interview, individual long turn, and two-way discussion. Part 1, Introduction and Interview. In this part, the examiner will introduce themselves and ask you to introduce yourself. You will be asked some general questions about your hobbies, interests, family, work, studies, and other personal topics. The purpose of this part is to assess your ability to use basic English grammar and vocabulary, as well as your fluency, pronunciation, and coherence. Part 2, Individual Long Turn. In this part, you will be given a cue card with a topic and some prompts. You will have 1 minute to prepare and then you will have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes on the topic. The examiner may ask you 1 or 2 follow-up questions after you finish. The purpose of this part is to assess your ability to speak at length on a topic, organize your ideas, use more complex grammar and vocabulary, and develop your arguments with examples. Part 3, Two-Way Discussion. In this part, you and the examiner will have a discussion on a more abstract and challenging topic related to the previous part. The examiner will ask you some questions related to the topic and you will have to answer them, give reasons, compare and contrast, speculate, and express opinions. You will also have to listen to the examiner's questions and respond appropriately. The purpose of this part is to assess your ability to communicate effectively in more complex situations, use more advanced vocabulary and grammar, understand and express shades of meaning, and maintain a natural conversation flow. Ielts Speaking Test Topics. The Ielts speaking test covers a wide range of topics, such as 1. Personal experiences and opinions. 2. Education and career. 3. Family and relationships. 4. Leisure and entertainment. 5. Culture and traditions. 6. Science and technology. 7. Society and politics. 8. Environment and sustainability. 9. Global issues and challenges. The topics are designed to be relevant and interesting to candidates from different backgrounds and with different interests. The topics are not fixed, so you may encounter different topics on test day. Ielts Speaking Test Scoring. The Ielts speaking test is scored by certified examiners according to 4 criteria. 1. Fluency and coherence. Your ability to speak fluently, use linking words and expressions, and organize your ideas coherently. 2. Lexical resource. Your ability to use a wide range of vocabulary appropriately, use collocations and idiomatic expressions, and avoid repetition and errors. 3. Grammatical range and accuracy. Your ability to use a variety of grammatical structures accurately, use complex sentences, and avoid errors. Each criterion is scored on a band scale of 0 to 9, and the 4 scores are averaged to give your overall speaking band score. The band score ranges from 0 to 9 as well, with 9 being the highest score. Tips for success in Ielts speaking test. Here are some tips to help you succeed in the Ielts speaking test. 1. Practice speaking English as much as you can with native speakers or other test takers. 1. This will help you get used to speaking in English and build your confidence. 2. Learn some common expressions and phrases that are used in the Ielts speaking test, such as idiomatic expressions, phrasal verbs, and linking words. 3. Use a variety of grammar structures and vocabulary, but don't try to use words or phrases that you are not sure about. 3. It's better to use simpler language accurately than to use complex language with errors. 4. Listen carefully to the examiner's questions and follow their instructions. 4. If you don't understand a question, ask for clarification politely. 5. Speak clearly and at a natural pace, but don't speak too fast or too slow. 5. Take pauses to organize your ideas and catch your breath. 6. Use examples and personal experiences to illustrate your points, but make sure they are relevant and coherent. 7. Be confident and enthusiastic, but also polite and respectful. 7. Avoid using slang or offensive language. 8. Practice your pronunciation and intonation, especially for words that are commonly mispronounced or stressed. 9. Try to enjoy the conversation and show your personality and interests. 9. The examiner wants to hear your own voice and ideas, not just a rehearsed speech. Conclusion. The IELTS speaking test is an important part of the IELTS exam, and it requires preparation, practice, and confidence. By knowing what to expect in each part of the test, you can prepare more effectively and perform better on test day. Remember to speak clearly, use a variety of grammar and vocabulary, listen carefully, and enjoy the conversation. FAQs. 1. How long is the IELTS speaking test? The IELTS speaking test usually lasts for around 11 to 14 minutes. 1. How is the IELTS speaking test scored? The IELTS speaking test is scored by certified examiners according to 4 criteria: fluency and coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation. The 4 scores are averaged to give your overall speaking band score. 1. What topics are covered in the IELTS speaking test? The IELTS speaking test covers a wide range of topics, such as personal experiences and opinions, education and career, family and relationships, leisure and entertainment, culture and traditions, science and technology, society and politics, environment and sustainability, global issues and challenges. 1. Can I bring notes or a dictionary to the IELTS speaking test? No, you are not allowed to bring any notes, books, or electronic devices to the IELTS speaking test. You are expected to rely on your own knowledge and skills. 1. How can I prepare for the IELTS speaking test? You can prepare for the IELTS speaking test by practicing speaking English with native speakers or other test takers, learning common expressions and phrases, using a variety of grammar and vocabulary, listening carefully, speaking clearly and confidently, and enjoying the conversation. You can also take some practice tests or attend some courses to get more familiar with the format and topics.